So what's going on, guys? So today I thought I would do a completely different type of video. I was actually meant to do something else, but after the thing I seen last night, I thought I would speak up about this. And sorry guys, the brightness is playing up. And it was to do with a 19-year-old soldier who committed suicide, and it kind of like touched me in a way, because I joined when I was 19, and I know it is difficult being in the army or armed forces, so Navy, RAF, Marines, anything. I know it is difficult, guys, even for people who don't go on operational tours, and everyone just assumes that if you go on tour then you need to be kept an eye on type thing to see if you're unstable or you're self-harming or anything like that. But there is a lot of things that go on in barracks or when you're away with the lads on adventure training or anything like that. It's not always to do with operational tour. And so I thought I wanted to speak just about this. I don't know how long this video is going to be, guys. After last night, I wanted to do something like this. I was going to talk about the post itself, but I could not find it anymore. I think it's been removed off Facebook. But it's hard, guys. Like, I remember at certain points I struggled to sleep, and I never went on operational tour, guys. I was always in the barracks, or I went away with my unit and stuff like that. But it's hard. Like, I know I'm going to be saying that a lot throughout this video, but it is hard, guys. It's not for everyone. But like, when I got to unit, I spoke to a few people who had been on tours, and they told me about certain things they had seen, and it was really hard to even listen, never mind like believe what they had seen and what they had put up with. But then, like, I had a friend who committed suicide when he was in Germany, and I heard about this from one of the other lads that I was in training with. I wasn't in the same unit with this lad, but obviously he was going through hard times. I believe it was things to do with at home or his girlfriend or something like that, but I wasn't exactly sure on why he did that. But this is the thing, guys. It's not always to do with the army itself. It could be money problems, it could be things going on at home, but I just want to say you need to remember that there is always someone you can talk to. Like, if it's things going on at home, talk to your brothers. That's what basically the army is. It is a family, guys. And I know maybe there's some people in your unit that are absolute knobheads, mind my language, but you don't want to speak to about things like this, or even your hierarchy, like your sergeants and stuff like that. But just remember the lads that you are the closest with, the ones you go to scoff with, the ones you go to the gym with, the ones you go on the piss with, anything like that. Just remember, guys, you can speak to them about these certain things. Like, I know it is really difficult. Like, I'm not entirely sure about what it's like in other parts of the armed forces, like the Navy, the RAF and stuff like that. Like, I had a mate in the Navy. He left, and now he's in the TA in the army. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure what it's like in the Navy, but even he said things were difficult, just the way some people act and stuff like that. Like, I know there's bullies. There is bullies in the army, guys. There's bullies in every type of job. And even I've been on the other end of that when I got to Germany. And I was struggling. But I always remembered I had those lads that you could talk to or have been through similar things. And then you talk about it and you explain things do get better in a way. But if you're struggling that bad, guys, just speak out. Obviously, just get in touch with someone who you believe you can trust and explain. And if you are really struggling with being in the forces, then speak to your padre. I know, like, loads of people be like, oh no, don't go to the padre, he tells you hierarchy, blah blah. The only reason they talk to the hierarchy is if they believe you're going to hurt yourself or others, guys. I know if anyone's watching this and they are in the forces and are struggling, feel free to message me, guys. Like, I'll leave my social medias down below. You can message me anytime or comment or anything. I don't mind helping. Like, I did 4.5 years. For some people that's not a lot, but I know people who only did a year because they couldn't hack it. That's understandable. If you can't hack it, then just leave. No one's gonna think bad of you. You're not gonna get home and then everyone's gonna be like, oh, you only did a year, you're not a soldier or anything like that. Even I get said that about me now, guys, and I've never been on tour or anything like that. But it's hard for some people, like going away months on end, especially if you've got wife or kids or, you know, stuff like that, and you don't get to see them. That it takes a toll on certain people. But with me, I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. I didn't mind being away from home, but months on end and you don't go home, or maybe you don't even text your family, it does start to sink in, and you're like, crap, what am I doing here? Like, well, what's the point in this? But you just need to remember there is always someone you can talk to. Sorry guys, it's just quite dark in my room. And I'll leave contact numbers down below for veterans, civilians, anyone who is watching this, like, or even serving soldiers now. Like, the most thing I could say about lads who are watching this and are serving and are still in, or even in the process of getting out, speak to your padre or speak to your mates. It's one of the things I know, like, even in certain units, you have that hierarchy that you don't want to speak to, you don't want to see, you don't even want to go to their office, never mind speak to them about situations like this. Because I know I've had a couple of sergeants who I despised, guys. Like, I didn't even want to be in the same room with them. As soon as they came in, I was like, I'm going for a smoke break, or I'm going to go talk to the other lads in the gun cages, you know, just anything to get out of that situation. But if I was feeling down or anything like that, I would speak to one of my mates and we'd go to the gym. We'd go to the gym and, you know, distract ourselves for that, like, hour or whatever it was. And then we'd sit down, we'd probably play the Xbox or the PlayStation or, you know, something like that to distract ourselves. And then that would perk you up, that would cheer you up for that a certain amount of time. But just last night when I seen a 19-year-old soldier in the Rifles, which is infantry, and I don't think he did any operational tours, none of that. But I know even in the infantry, it is a lot harder, especially training and the amount of stick you get. Like, even in my training, I got destroyed. Like, I thought there was one point, like, I was going to get battered or I was going to cream in and be like, do you know what, I want to go home. But even that was just normal training for me, and I thought that was hard. Imagine what it's like for people in the infantry, the Marines, going commando or anything like that. And it's hard, guys. It is not for everyone. I think that's why I left. Well, in a way I left just because I got sick of it. I got sick of the bull crap. It changed and I just couldn't be arsed anymore. But with some people, they believe they have to stick it out just for their family or for the money, or, you know, something like that. Some of these people who are committing suicide are kids, just lads who have just left college or just left school and joined up for the easy money or something like that. Guys, it is not worth the easy money. If you are watching this and you are thinking about joining the army just for the money, don't. That is literally my honest opinion. Don't do it just for the money. Do it because you want to experience something different or explore or, you know, meet new friends. Like, it's really hard to explain, but it is literally not for everyone. Like, I'm going to be doing a video shortly on why I did join, and then you'll maybe see that in a different perspective. But it's one of them things, and I don't know how else I'm meant to explain that it's not for everyone. Trust me, some people that I know that are in the army, if they went in the army, they'd be in prison. That's basically my honest opinion, guys, and you can tell those people from like a mile off. Or some people joined just to try and go to war, or, you know, something like that, and then left because there was no tours or anything like that going on. And it's really hard nowadays. Like, I seen a post, I think it was to do with the media, and we've had more suicides than deaths in actual war zones this year. Like, I think one other week or the other month, there was about 14 deaths or something like that, and they're suicides. Guys, some people don't think they can speak out about what they've seen or what they've done, and it's not all about that. You don't have to talk about what you've seen, what you've done, or what you've even put up with. You just need that distraction in your life, or just go down to the pub with your friends, or go to the Legion. The Legion is normally like ex-veterans and stuff like that. Like, I know you might get frowned upon because you've not done any tours or anything like that, but at the end of the day, you're all soldiers. You've all been through the same sort of similar shit, and they're always there to help you in that situation. Like my dad, he was also in the army. He was in the Royal Artillery, like me, different regiment. But I had an incident in Germany when I had a big giant hole in my face. I don't know if you can see on the camera. Probably not because it's not focusing. See there, guys? I had a scar, and I had 21 stitches in my face because of an incident that happened in Germany. My dad wanted to fly out. He wanted to get in touch with sergeant majors, everything over there, because he was worried, because obviously I'm his youngest son and I followed in his footsteps, so he believed that it was sort of his fault in a way. Well, I think, I'm not entirely sure, we kind of dropped it after I said, no, I'm an adult, it's my situation, I'll deal with it. And it did kind of get dealt with in a way. It was brushed under the carpet, blah blah blah, but it's just remember, guys, you've always got someone to talk to. Like, even the lads you went through training with, if you don't even speak to them anymore, just drop them a message, just be like, hey, how you been? Anything, or do you fancy grabbing a drink and you just can talk about things. It's really hard for me to talk about this because it's quite sad now. Like, for some reason, the government are like forgetting about soldiers when they leave, or even when they're still serving. They don't like keep an eye on the lads and think, oh, he's going through a rough time, or it's just one of those things, and it's really hard, and it's really horrible as well to think that soldiers are just committing suicide because they're not getting the help they need. But if anyone right now is watching this and they're like in the barracks or anything like that, and they notice that your friend is acting off or acting bizarre, like say he's a complete gym freak and he stops going to the gym, speak to him, see how he's doing, see if everything's okay at home, see how the family is, you know, anything like that. Or if someone lives off camp who's a pad and you don't ever see them anymore because they're always with the wife, or, you know, just go around, go visit him, go see how he's doing. Like, I had a few friends who were pads and it was difficult to see them, but as soon as they were free or, you know, nothing going on, I would just get in the car and go visit them, go have a coffee with them, have a chat, you know, to just talk about things. I know, it's just horrible, guys. But that's literally all I can say about this situation now. I don't know what else I can talk about, but I'm going to leave contact numbers down below. I'll leave my social media, so if anyone wants to talk about anything, just message me. I don't mind, guys. Like, even now I still remember certain things I had to deal with and who was there for me to speak to. Like, I had my friends, I had my dad. Like, I never spoke to like my mum or anything like, about these certain things, but I know that's not the same situation with everyone. Not everyone has relatives who serve. Like, I had my granddad and my dad and then me. Some people just join, like no concept on the army, not what it's like or anything like that. Like, I grew up on my dad's stories, and even certain things he told me was hard and difficult and stuff like that. But just don't join just for the fun of it, or a bet, or money, or, you know, something like that, guys. Just remember why you're joining, and if it's really what you want to do. Like, I can't express that enough. Just do it if you really want to be part of the army, and just speak out. Like, if you are having a bad day or bad times, like sometimes I've had really bad days and my sergeant said something and I've just snapped, and then that got me in worse shit. And then it's just one of those things. Just remember to speak to your friends. Go speak to the padre. Like, his door is always open. Or if there is an officer you trust, like your troop commander or anything like that, if there is someone you believe you can trust and won't tell the whole battery, the regiment, anything like that, just go sit down, go have a word with them, just go, any chance we can have a brew, you know, anything like that, guys. And then just that little pick me up will help. It'll help a long way. Or if it's the place where you are, ask for a posting, ask to get away for a couple of years. Like, after I got back from Germany, I went down south for 2 years. That was a posting, and that kind of distracted me in a way from original regimental life, and I enjoyed it. It's just, it's 2018 and we can't even look after our own blokes. Like, it's hard. And then like even where I live now in Merseyside, there was someone who committed suicide recently and jumped off a bridge, and that was horrible. It was all on the news, everything like that. And now like there's notes all on the bridge saying, just remember there's someone to talk to, contact this number. People are now trying to speak out and get that help they need, and that's what I'm doing basically with this video. Like, I know I do gaming videos or I do normal vlogs or whatever, but I want to do more about the army. I want to express my feelings about the army, anything like that. So if there is anyone in different branches watching this video as well, Navy, Air Force, anything, contact me as well, guys, and I'll happily talk about them as much as information I can learn. And just remember, there is always someone out there for you guys. Right, I'm going to leave the video here, guys. I'm coming up to like 16 minutes. Just remember, talk to someone. I'll leave contact numbers down below. And yeah, contact me if you want, guys. And just stay safe. Also, look out for your mates. If you see anything bizarre, just even talk to the chain of command. You might have to do that. It's not grassing, it's not snitching, whatever you want to call it. It's helping your mate out so they don't do anything stupid. Okay? Right. Let us know down below if you want to see anything else on this situation or anything about the army. I don't mind talking about it if I've got the time. I know I haven't uploaded since like Friday because I've been working constantly, but with situations like this, I will make the time to make a video, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and just let me know. Just anything, guys. I'm here to talk. Alright, I'll see you next time.